Hello again. I just spilled this entire pot of coffee. Well, it is like a little mini pot. I just spilled it all over my car seat. That's what you get when you fuck with Hollywood. Big old mess. So, that was totally unintentional, by the way. Now, unfortunately, I got it all over my MF Doom CDs. Makes me very upset. Hope I didn't completely ruin them. That's right, I still listen to compact discs. What are you gonna do, Vortex? Give me a fucking Android? Go fuck yourself. You know, I had like a little MP3 player at one point, and I just like didn't enjoy it. You know, I feel like it kind of destroys the novelty of like, you know, music. And not like the only way to appreciate music is to be all nostalgic and fogey like me, but I think that more and more the novelty of so many things is being destroyed. Oh my god. Yes, there's coffee all over this album. Oh shit. Okay. Well, hopefully it didn't ruin it. I hope so. I really hope so. God damn it, it's fucking hot. It's like January and it's really hot outside. Not that I'd expect anything different from Tennessee. Tennessee's pretty unpredictable, you know, in regards to the seasons. Like, I can recall this joke by Lewis Black. Lewis Black did a joke on I don't remember what city he was referring to. It was a city in the north, though, and he was saying that like in, I think like what, he said in 4 days he experienced 5 seasons or some shit. I'm probably fucking up the joke, but I just remember whenever I heard him do that joke, I couldn't help but think, no, he's talking about Tennessee. He's got to be talking about Tennessee. But yeah, so I'm on my way to my parents' house right now, because gotta pay that rent. And this is rent right now, you guys. That's right, I'm paying it in fucking change. There's like literally 35 cents in pennies. Sad. Okay. Can you guys see me? I know it's dusk right now, but I really don't feel like holding up that light until it's absolutely necessary. Well, the cool thing about driving around is that you got a lot of street lamps. You know, not to mention other cars burning their headlights. So, you'll be fine. Yeah. So, I just ate a pot cookie. That coffee's too hot. Yeah, I happen to have, like, just enough coffee left to put in this teeny tiny little mug. And you know what's funny is that I was originally going to go with this mug, and I was like, no, let's go with the Hollywood mug. And then Hollywood fucked me over. True story. Likely story. Relatable story. I know that you guys probably don't like Hollywood either, but you'll never dislike Hollywood as much as I dislike Hollywood. So, I've timed it perfectly, so I won't have any time to sit and chat with my parents, which is good, because the less time that I have to sit and chat with my parents, the less time that my mother has to ask me a bunch of useless questions. She does that all the time. And I know that that's just a mom thing, you know? But god damn it, it's annoying. And I, like, feel sorry for my dad, like, just having to deal with that. Because, like, they're both control freaks. But if anybody came to my house, they'd say the patriarchy lives here. Because, like, my dad is like such a control freak that, you know, it seems like he's that way because he doesn't respect women, but I don't think that that's the case. He's just that way, you know? A lot of dads are like that because they feel like, you know, they're the head of the house. But the mom's the head of the house in another way, you know, because she's raising the kids, right? Or at least she should. Anyway. I don't have respect for parents that don't do what parents are supposed to do. And as little respect as I had for my parents growing up, because I was just some spoiled brat, and I didn't know any better, now that I know better, it's like, it just makes me want to beat the shit out of children. Like, all these, like, all these kids that, like, don't have any respect for their parents, or, like, even kids that are, like, you know, like, 15, 16, 17, that are just, they're so spoiled, and they have, like, no appreciation for anything. It's like, I just feel like I'm looking at myself, and it's frustrating. So, something really cool I noticed yesterday when I was working my 10-hour shift. 10-hour shift on 1 hour of sleep, I might add. 1 hour of sleep due to my extended masturbation session. A coworker of mine, she asked me, how do you function on 1 hour of sleep? I was like, well, just touch myself, baby. You should try it sometime. I know your husband ain't doing it. Oh, it's true though. I think so many people after a certain time, they just like stop having sex with their spouse, which makes marriage look very unappealing, but I don't think that that's the way that it should work. It should be the opposite. You should have more sex when you get married, not less. But I don't know, I'm just old school, I guess. So I decided to stop sleeping around. Because it doesn't suit me, and it never has. The last person I was with, the last person I hooked up with, well, I blew a guy in the Twin Kegs 2 parking lot. That's the parking lot where I do comedy. Another comic. It just kind of happened. The thing is, though, like, I could actually like this guy, too. But I'm not that way. It's like I want to pretend that I'm that way, but I'm not. Because every time that I pretend to be that way, I feel like a horrible person. And not to say that, like, oh, if you blow some guy in a parking lot, you should feel like a horrible person. Or if you sleep around, you should feel like a horrible person. I'm not saying that. I really don't judge people like Amy Schumer. Like, I just don't think they should do comedy. Or open their mouth ever. But it's not empowering, like, sleeping around. Like, do you guys remember the show Mad Men? I use this as a reference because the lead character, oh my god, I almost crashed into that Ford truck in front of me. That almost just happened. So yeah, the lead character of the television show Mad Men, Mr. Donald Draper, he was a total womanizer. And what I love about that show so much is that it was just so revealing. Like, it was just such an honest show. The character development was amazing. Like, I've never seen a show that had better character development than Mad Men. But I still haven't finished the show, by the way. Because the last time that I was watching Netflix, I was watching that show. And that was like 5 years ago. I haven't watched Netflix in like 5 years unless I'm with friends and they force me to, because I'm sitting on the couch and they're watching it and there's nothing I can do. I mean, I guess I could leave because I hate Netflix that much, but I like my friends. So unfortunately, that's what most people do nowadays. They just want to zone out. The reason I don't like Netflix is because I feel like they're catering to a bunch of feminists. They're catering to a bunch of the Me Too bullshit. They're just gonna fire somebody based on an accusation that they can't even prove, you know, like, so that's fucked up, you guys. That's really, really fucked up. Due process is a very important thing. And not just for men, for women, for everybody. It's a very, very important thing. Anyway. Fuck, I'm passing my old job. This is depressing. Yeah, of course you gotta look. Of course you gotta look and see if people are in the drive-thru. You gotta look and see who's working at the dump site. Man, it does make me sad. Sad. Donald Trump has given the word sad a new meaning. To me, anyway. Maybe not to the rest of America, but specifically to me. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, if you quit a job, like, and you go past the job, like, you know, you just see people's cars in the parking lot, like, you know who's there, you know what's happening, you know the shit that they're talking, like, I mean, I know that that's, like, pretty much, like, any restaurant job, because restaurant jobs are, like, that predictable, but, I really, really love my new job. My new job, my old job, my reoccurring revolving door job. Hopefully, I will just be inside from now on. I won't be in the revolving door. I always thought those doors were so cool, you know? It's such an interesting concept. Anyway. Cheers. It's just enough coffee to get me through. But, I brought the bag. Just in case I need more. You know, I expected to wake up and be, like, really, really tired, because yesterday I only had an hour's sleep. It usually affects you, like, the next day. You know, not like the day after, but the day after that, if like you haven't gotten sleep, it usually like catches up with you, you know? So maybe it'll kick in tomorrow, the lack of sleep. I don't know. But I know that I do have the tendency to oversleep. I oversleep because I undersleep. And I don't just undersleep because of my tendency to compulsively masturbate, but I also oversleep or undersleep because of, you know, my anxiety keeping me up. Everybody thinks it's the coffee. It's not the coffee. Coffee does not keep you up. That's a myth, okay? At least not for people like me. It might keep you up, but it's like I'm schizophrenic. We're up anyway. So I was thinking about, you know how people call themselves they, them? Doesn't that sound schizophrenic? I was thinking I should take that one. I should take it for completely different reasons than the ones that they're using. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm not gonna be a they, them. I'm gonna be an us, we. Those are my pronouns. And if you don't call me by my pronouns, I'm gonna fine you $5,000. That's the direction we're headed, you guys. So stop catering to these fucking idiots. Stop catering to them. They're just gonna keep demanding more and more and more and more. Most of these people are women. Women have endless demands. And they also can't make up their minds. So like, what do you do with that? There's nothing you can do with that. You just have to accept it and move on with the rest of your life. Just accept the fact that these women will always hate you. That's fine. Do you really want their love anyway? Do you really want their appreciation, their support? When appreciating and supporting them requires you just denouncing men as a whole? I know that people have a tendency to just say stupid shit online, you know, because they're not thinking about it. But that's the problem. It's like this culture is cultivating that. And there are no repercussions for these people's actions. None. Whatsoever. It's like the only repercussions that people experience are like 10 years later after something that they said that they probably didn't even mean. It's just fucking stupid, you guys. Anyway, I get upset. You know, I get upset when I think about other people, like, and their lives, you know, and careers being destroyed because, of something that some bitch said online, where it's like she doesn't have to like experience any of those consequences. She, like, even if she's lying, like, that dude's reputation just got fucking tarnished. Not that I give a fuck about people's reputation, you know, that's just an image thing, but you know, it's the principle of it, you guys. People should be against stuff because the principle of it is wrong. But because people don't have principles, especially now, and we're living in an age where it's totally acceptable to not have principles. And this shouldn't be a conservative rant. You guys, this should be a bipartisan issue, but it's not. And that's fucked up to me. Everybody everywhere, no matter what side of the aisle they're on, they should have their own principles. So many people are, you know, up in the air about a lot of things. But, you know, as much as I've changed and grown and evolved and all that, I'm still, you know, the same crazy ass motherfucker that I was when I was like, you know, 6 years old. That's not gonna change. Like, my core person has not changed in the slightest. But I have changed my mind about a lot of stuff. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you need to do something about this lighting situation. I have this car light. You know, this problem would be eradicated with the car light if I just replace the battery. That's all I need to do. You know, that's just a simple trip to AutoZone, but I refuse to do it. Get in the zone, AutoZone. As if anybody's like, that's the zone I want to be in. How did you know? Okay. I bet you anything my mom's gonna scold me immediately when I get into the house. She's like, you're gonna be late for work! Always and forever, I am late for work. I don't even know what time it is, but we'll find out once we get to the house, right? My drug dealer keeps texting me. That's a good drug dealer right there. You know? When they're always thinking of you. God, if only he'd send me a greeting card too. That would be awesome. Eventually they're gonna have like greeting cards. Yeah, I mean they have these already. We're like they just have all these greeting cards that have like pop-up shit. Like my friend Todd, he gave me the coolest fucking birthday card. It's like a birthday card, you open it up and then just this fucking cake pops out with this dog dancing on it. It's singing to you and shit. It's fucking amazing. Yes, that's how excited I get over a fucking birthday card. It's like out of this world. You know what I mean? It's cool. Where do they think of this shit? China. Oh no. That was totally an American idea. I was thinking about something in relation to America. Biggest thing that I hate about Americans isn't just their arrogance, their ignorance, and their incompetence, but and really and truly, like a lot of Americans possess those three qualities. But it's mainly the fact that they do this number where if they have to wait for something and they don't wanna because they shouldn't have to, they have to wait for something, they just fucking stare at you with their arms crossed to let you know that they are mad that they have to wait for something. Dude, they do it at Steak and Shake all the time. Oh my god, like immediately when I got to work, there was this fucking douchebag that was like, yeah, we've been staying here for like 10 minutes. We've been staying here. Yeah, can we sit down? Can we wait on? Can we do something? Yeah. Oh my god. And then he and his kids, he and his 3 children, all they did the entire time, except when they were eating, of course, which this surprised me. It surprised me. Did I go to the wrong one? Wait, what? This is the right one, baby. I don't think the porch light's on. No, this is it. Okay. Yeah, man. The whole time. Pretty much the whole time that they were sitting at that table, they were all on their phones. It's like, what's the point of going out to eat if you're not even gonna like look at each other and talk to each other and fucking interact? And I was just like, God, those kids are gonna get shot in school and I don't feel bad for that parent at all. Oh man. That's not the house. I don't know where my parents live, you guys. Apparently, I have no idea where they live. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. Always and forever, losing my fucking mind. When does it stop filming? I don't remember. Okay, well I gotta go inside and pay this rent. Good night.